That buzz of voices is the sound of several hundred excited, anxiety-ridden Conservatives. It's the Manning Networking Conference in Ottawa, an annual event now in its 6th year that draws every species of right-winger. We'll get to the anxiety-ridden part later, but here's a taste of the excitement. Saskatchewan Premier Brad Wall.
It means pointing out to Martin Sheen and Neil Young and Robert Redford and other technical advisors to the administration that there is not another country on the planet that is an energy-producing country that is investing more per capita or by any other measure from a public sector and a private sector in improving the sustainability of energy development. There simply isn't.
Wall was a big draw here, but he told Maclean's he's not interested in jumping to the federal level. So for possible successors to Stephen Harper, Tories gathered here listened to the likes of Jason Kenney, the federal employment minister.
What is wrong with the Canadian left that they would rather have Canadians, in many cases, unemployed and underemployed without a future than actually being able in an environmentally responsible way to harness our natural wealth and resources? We as Conservatives believe that we can and must do that in a responsible way.
But if the big names speaking here had crowds buzzing, there was a palpable unease beneath it all. That unease has a name: Justin Trudeau. Chuck Strahl, a former Conservative cabinet minister and chair of the Manning Centre, the host of this conference, talked about what Trudeau represents to this group.
What concerns a crowd like this is the fear of the unknown. They don't know what Trudeau stands for yet.
Young Conservative activists had Trudeau on their minds too, and here's a bit of how they talk about it.
We need to stop attacking his credibility because he has none in the first place, so we can't really do anything. It's like hitting something that's already been hit down. The thing is, he's likable, not credible, and we can't really attack him on likability.
When you're in power for a while, which this government's been successful at, renewal when there's a new face on the other side of the room is an important thing.
Cracking jokes about Justin was a pretty common crowd-pleasing tactic from the podiums at the Manning Conference. But pollster Andre Turcotte was taking him deadly serious and warning Conservatives to follow his lead. Here's Turcotte pleading for a fair hearing.
It's been a rough year for Conservatives. And usually when I present data to my clients, and the data is not always positive, I usually say don't shoot the messenger. With most audiences, I mean that as a figure of speech. But this is a Conservative movement, so I actually want to make sure that we know that we don't shoot the messenger, and I mean it literally.
How will the Conservatives gathered here respond to that sort of cold splash of unwelcome polling numbers? Two possibilities. They might take stock, change their message, make themselves competitive again by the time of a 2015 federal campaign. Or this year's Manning Conference might be remembered as a place where thoughtful Conservatives realized they were on a path away from power and where they began to steel themselves for the hard work of rebuilding. I'm John Geddes of Maclean's.